Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 11th of June, 2025. A varied streaming day, good variety of stuff going on with the podcast returning, more MindsEye, more Minecraft. Let's talk about how everything went because we actually have a big change to the schedule, and now we got to figure some stuff out, and I'm curious what you guys think, okay? So, here's what went down today. First off, I want to say thank you to anyone who checked out my little highlight video that I made yesterday, which I called Mind's Eye Game of the Generation. This essentially was I'm looking for it right now. This was a montage of the stupidest, funniest moments that happened in my first stream of Mind's Eye yesterday. Okay, I figured not only should I do the 3.5 raw hours, but let's do a little montage of the silly bugs and things that happen so people can have a taste of what this game is. Well, people liked it. Over 2,000 views and climbing, and it hasn't been live 24 hours yet. Thank you. Please continue to watch and share and let people know about it because, I put some effort into these little highlights and videos that I put out every day when I get a chance. So, today on the podcast, I give you my thoughts about Mind's Eye. But in addition to that, we talked about driving games because now that my steering wheel, my Logitech G920 wheel and pedal and shift is a hit, it worked so well for the driving sim, truck sim stream the other night. People want more driving games. And I said, well, let's figure out like what's available. We came up with a few good ideas. One is called, God, what was it called? I put it on my wish list. It's called, crap. Starts with an A. It's 2 words. How the hell do I find my wish list? I'm in my profile. How the hell do I find my wish list? Workshop items, artwork. I forget where you find your wish list on Steam, dang it. I'm looking right now and I can't find it. But basically, I put like 3 different games on my wish list that I'm looking to do as driving games. One of them was this game that's supposed to be more of a sim. I guess it's called whatever it's called, Evo, and it came out in January, and I guess it's early access, but they're adding more and more features to it, and people thought that would be a good one. And then there was a bus driver sim game where you take not a bus driver sim, excuse me, a taxi sim game where you take fares and you pick up people, you drive them around Barcelona. I thought that would be pretty cool. Man, I really wish I could find wish list, but I have no idea where the hell it is on Steam. Obviously, it's not easy to find because I'm staring and I don't see it anywhere. That's nice. Is it just on your home screen? I can't even find my home screen. I see store, library, community. This is stupid. I really can't find the wish list. This is dumb. Man, I swear PC gaming is needlessly complicated for no good reason. I literally can't find the main Steam page that you see when you boot up Steam. Let me close Steam and open it again. Seriously. Okay, this is the main page. I still don't see wish list. This is so ridiculous. Well, I'm sure now 20 people will spam me and say, well, this is how you find the wish list, even though, oh, there it is. It's upper right-hand corner of the main page. I found it. Okay, so some of the games. Let's see here. Pacific Drive was one from months and months ago, and I think that one might be able to use a wheel, but I'm not sure. I'm looking for it. Hold on, because there's a bunch that I have in my wish list here. I guess there was this one called Truck World Australia First Haul, which was like a driving sim in Australia. Here it is, Assetto Corsa Evo. This came out in January. Apparently, it's a really good driving sim, and people recommended it, but it's in early access. Dirt Rally 2.0. That's a one that's supposed to be like off-road driving in mud and stuff. And then Taxi Life, a city driving simulator where you're a taxi driver in Barcelona taking fares. So those were 3 suggested games that I could maybe use the wheel for. If you have any more suggestions, I like to hear them, but those are great suggestions that we could possibly start doing soon as a result of the wheel being a hit. Okay. Then we went into MindsEye. And in a nutshell, today's MindsEye stream was not entertaining, and here's why. Yesterday, MindsEye was bad, but it was so bad it was good. There was constant bugs. There was issues. The controller wouldn't work with it at all, so I had to swap controllers, which was funny. People were phasing in and out of cars, all kinds of dumb shit, right? Today, none of that happened. Today, the game just sucked. Today, they were like, oh, drive from point A to point B, but for some reason, they give you no time. So you have to like fucking floor it. And I failed like 4 times trying to do it. There's a chase sequence, and the chase sequence is so annoying. You have to get lucky to be able to follow the car because you can't see the roads if the car gets too far ahead of you, and then you lose it a million times. So basically, it was just a bunch of driving. Today, no lie, was a bunch of driving and a little bit of gunplay that was terrible. Super boring, not fun at all. Everyone hated the stream, including me. So by the end of the stream, we were like, we don't want to play this anymore. All of us, we all collectively agreed. We were like, day 1 was fun and funny. Day 2 sucked ass. Cut the cord now. Rather than commit to playing this game further, it's ass. So don't get MindsEye. You can watch the final gameplay, but the game sucks, okay? Okay, now, because MindsEye sucked so bad, people tuned out halfway through the stream. You know, the first stream, people stuck around and supported and were having a good time. This stream, people were like, I'm bored, and they left. So I raised like $80-something. What can you do? I wasn't angry because I'm like, dude, what are you going to do? The game sucks. I legit agree with everybody. You know, it's a shame that this game isn't any good, but it is what it is, okay? Tonight on the Minecraft stream, we had some good fun. First off, I had added a mod that was supposed to add the fish from Sea of Thieves, but we couldn't figure out how to get it to work. And then all of a sudden later on, I was digging and I found earthworms, and we're like, oh, maybe they added a mod that you need bait and you could somehow put bait to catch these fish. So sadly, the mod didn't come into play, but we did a bunch of interesting stuff like planting all of the plants that we had gotten when we were exploring last time. So now I have these new kinds of trees growing around my house. We have lilac, we have lavender, and some mushrooms growing kind of in a garden with my other crops. And we planted melons because we had found melons last time. So we planted melons next to the pumpkins and started growing them. Then we crafted an enchanting table and we started making bookcases to level that up. We were basically doing all this stuff with the resources from last time. We did some fishing, and then we headed north and started exploring, and we actually ran into some dogs, well, wolves, which we tamed. So now I have 2 pet dogs, and someone really wanted to name a pet dog, so we did that. And then there was actually a very fun occurrence. There was a thunderstorm, and thunder hit one of my pigs. I won't spoil what happened, but it was a really great productive stream of Minecraft, very well supported. So essentially, this Minecraft stream making some extra support actually made up for the fact we didn't hit the goal earlier on the MindsEye stream. So it all kind of worked out by the end of the day. And it was great. I actually can't wait to play Minecraft again next time because we got all this stuff going for us now. Okay? Okay, so a great streaming day overall. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. No highlight videos or anything today. Tomorrow will be a very fun day. Here's why. On the podcast, we are going to go through the gaming schedule now that all these new release dates have come out in the last week. You know, State of Play, Summer Game Fest, the Xbox Showcase, and more have gotten a ton of new release dates out there. So we are going to get a gaming schedule update tomorrow, so we have a look at all the dates for the rest of the year to figure out specifically what games I'll be playing when. This is going to allow us to take a look at some other playthroughs that I want to do, such as Suikoden 2 HD and possibly Grand Theft Auto 4 on PC with mods. So that'll be pretty cool to see if we can figure out when we can schedule in the other games. So that's going to be tomorrow's podcast, okay? Then also, we need to figure out what we're going to do because we're not doing MindsEye anymore. So we got to figure out what do we want to do on Friday. Should I play a demo? Because a bunch of demos dropped. Do you want to see me play any particular ones? Or should I do a different kind of game? An indie game? I don't know. Should I do a bonus Blueprint stream? I'm just not sure what to do on Friday. And we have to carry this into next week and figure out what the schedule will be now that I'm not doing MindsEye. So we have some options to talk about, and we will do that tomorrow. Okay? Then on the first gameplay segment tomorrow, it's Lies of P Overture continuing. Now listen, I loved Lies of P Overture so far. The first stream we did of it Friday night did incredibly well. All of a sudden on Sunday, it didn't do well. We only got halfway to a goal. You guys tell me all the time your favorite games to watch me play are the most difficult ones. Lies of P right now, I'm not playing it very well simply because I haven't played in a long time, and it's very difficult, challenging. I'm using the new weapons and everything. You would think you guys want to see this. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, people will show up tomorrow to engage and support with Lives of P. Tomorrow night is the likely conclusion of Clear Obscure Expedition 33. We have one optional area we just got to where it's the Dark Shores. We're going to try to clear it out. We actually did beat the first mob last time. I want to clear it out, and then we're going to go right to the end of the game, go through the final dungeon, the final boss, and try to wrap it up. Apparently what happens is at the end of the game, you get the option to reverse time before the end, and then you can go explore all the optional side content, in which case I will likely say, well, let's see what happens in the future. Maybe eventually we will go back to the game to check out the side content that I'm skipping for now, because people really want this playthrough to end so we can do other things. So we'll finish it tomorrow, hopefully. If not, one more stream, but we're going to get really close to the end. And then depending on that, we'll see what happens. So tomorrow, gaming schedule update and discussion of a new game to start on the podcast. Lies of P Overture on the first gameplay segment, and then on the late stream, the conclusion of Clair Obscure. I hope you guys will show up and engage and support and hang out with me all day long. Everyone, please have a good night. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out and so long.